Okay, so today we're doing Surah Al-Buruj, number 85. And let's start with Shazia.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والسماء ذات البروج. By the heaven with its impregnable castles, literally by the heaven having constellations. Some of the commentators have interpreted it to mean the 12 signs of the zodiac in the heavens according to ancient astronomy. However, according to Ibn Abbas, Mujahid, Qatada, Hassan Basri, Dahak, and Suddi, it implies the glorious stars and planets of the sky. Wal Yawmil Maw'ud, by the promised day, that is the day of resurrection. Wa Shahidin wa Mashhud, and by the witness and what is witnessed.
Okay. Very good. A few underlined words.
Okay. So the first one is castles. I'll repeat that. Castles. It's like a place that a king and queen used to live in medieval times. So it's a very old kind of structure with towers and drawbridges and things of that nature. That word, I looked it up. The Arabic word buruji, like it also means constellation. So it's weird that they used castle. I think by the heavens with its constellations would make more sense, but I don't know. I'm not a scholar. I just thought that was interesting.
Shazia, do you want to repeat this word?
Oh, sorry, castles.
Okay. Shazia, repeat after her.
Castles.
I'm hoping that Shazia will repeat after you, like we were doing.
Castles.
There you go. That's better. Yeah, you don't. I guess this is another memorization thing, but when I say it, castles, like you don't even hear the T when I'm saying it.
Sir,
I guess
I cannot hear you.
You cannot. Oh, Bilal, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I wonder
we
if
might have
you
some
hear me?
networking issues. So okay.
Networking.
And then
I can hear you, Shazia. You do sound like a little bit quiet though, Shazia. So yeah, it might be some networking issues.
okay.
Okay.
And
I guess I'll continue. Okay, so the next word is constellations. Can you try to repeat after me, Shazia? Constellations.
I heard you a little bit. Who can hear Jessica pretty good? Sania, can you hear Jessica?
Sir, I can hear.
Yes, sir, I can hear.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Shazia?
Yes, ma'am. Constellation.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say the S at the end though. There you go. And part of it just might be the network, but yeah. So constellations, they're when you look in the sky and you look at the stars and the stars look like a shape or a person or an animal, that's basically a constellation. And people have used the stars all throughout history to navigate, like the look in the sky and say, oh, that's the constellation that looks like a bear. So now I know where I am, you know. So that's a constellation. And I wonder if
so
like a collection of stars. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Okay.
Okay.
The next word is zodiac. Repeat after me. Zodiac. Good. Yeah, I could hear you all that time. Yeah, and you said it perfectly. Do you know what a zodiac is?
Zodiac is like a star.
Oh, that's close. So I guess yeah, it's kind of like there's different constellations, and they are a zodiac, I guess. And people like to use the zodiac. I guess people have different stars that are in the sky depending on the month they're born, I guess. So let me see.
For example, I was born in December, so my zodiac sign is usually, I think 12 signs, right? And for me, it's Sagittarius.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
My wife knows a lot about it, but I don't necessarily care about it. But anyways, for ancient societies tend to focus on these. So anyways,
yeah. So it's just a pattern of stars in the sky, depending on the time of year. Okay. Speaking of which, a good segue. Repeat after me. Ancient.
Ancient.
Did that sound right to you, Bilal? I think that's right.
Yeah. Just repeat again.
Ancient. Ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So ancient is like very old. It's not just old, it's like very old, like Roman or Greek times.
Yeah. Or I think the reference we make in Pakistan a lot is to pyramids.
Oh yeah, the pyramids, yeah.
Those are ancient structures.
Yes.
Because they are there even before the Prophet Muhammad. They are even before Prophet Jesus.
Yeah.
They are there, from the time of Moses. Okay. All right. So those were all the words. Next, Sumer. You got lost there, Sumer.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
The commentators have expressed many different views about the witness and that which is witnessed. In our opinion, what fits in well with the context is that it is every such person who will witness the day of resurrection. And that which is witnessed is the resurrection itself, the dreadful scenes of which will be seen by all. This is the view of Mujahid, Ikrima, Dahak, Ibn Mujah, and some other commentators. Qutila Ashabul Ukhdud, the people of the pit were destroyed. An-Nari Zatil Wuqud, with fire abounding in fuel. Izahum alayha Qud, while they sat around it.
Okay, very good. So you got all good. Sumer, I have a quick question from you. I'm going to put an arrow here. There's a mistake here. What should the punctuation mark be?
Sir, it is a period.
It is a period, but it's wrong. What should we use here?
Sir, we should use a comma.
What do you think? What do you think, Jessica?
No, sir, we can use
yeah, he's right.
a semicolon.
Comma is
No,
good.
comma is right.
Sir,
Semicolon.
some names of Mujahideen are given after that word.
So if it said he following is the list, then you use colon and then separate the list by semicolon. Here is a short list, and everything is separated by a semicolon.
Or comma.
Sorry, I made a mistake too.
Okay,
Everything is separated by a comma. And then there's my favorite. I don't know, Jessica, let me ask you a quick question here.
Okay.
Do you use comma before and or no?
Oh, that's a subject of a lot of debate. So that's the Oxford comma, and some people do and some people don't. So there's different opinions about it, really.
It's a controversy. Yeah, I've told you guys about this particular comma. So
yeah.
Were you familiar with the case in New England? I think it was dairy drivers. It was a $few million case.
Oh my God. I don't think I'm familiar with that.
I told these guys the story. I'm going to find it and send it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
next.
Okay, good.
Omer.
Yes. وَهُمْ عَلَى مَا يَفْعَلُونَ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ شُهُودٌ, and were witnessing what they did to the believers. The people of the ditch were those who had burnt the believers at stake and witnessed their burning themselves. Destroyed were cursed were they by God, and they became worthy of hell torment. On this and all torment, on this and all has been sworn by three things: by the heaven having constellations; second, by the day of resurrection which has been promised; third, by the dreadful scenes of the day of resurrection, and all those creatures creatures who will witness those scenes. The first of those testifies to the truth that the sovereign, absolute being who is ruling over the glorious stars and planets of the universe, cannot allow this contemptible, insignificant creature called man to escape his grip. The second thing has been sworn by on the basis that the wicked people committed whatever tyranny they wanted to commit, by the day of which men have been forewarned, is sure to come when the grievances of every wronged person will be redressed, and every wrongdoer will be brought to book. Wrongdoer will be brought to book and punished. The third thing has been sworn by for the reason that just as these wicked people enjoyed witnessing the burning of the helpless believers, so will all human beings on the day of resurrection witness how they are taken to task and burn it in hell.
Okay. A few words for you, Jessica, to say, and for Umar to repeat.
Okay, so the first one I see is cursed. So repeat after me. Cursed. Oh, I think you cut out. Can you try again? Cursed?
Curse.
Yeah, cursed.
Curse.
Okay.
So cursed is like saying someone is doomed or they're damned.
Like in Urdu, I think we use the word lanat.
Lanat.
And in English, there's a similar word, damned.
Yeah. It's technically a bad word. Like you shouldn't use it in polite company, but biblically it means like, you know, someone is condemned to hell or something, you know.
I think in everyday English, damned is considered a bad word, but you know, you will see preachers using it as to describe something between God or God's upsetness over some communities.
Yeah.
Okay. The next word is
torment.
Torment.
Yeah. So it's like suffering, pain, agony.
Suffering, torture, or no?
Yeah, torture.
So torture, suffering. And there's another very good word that Jessica used, agony. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are familiar with the word torture, suffering. Agony is top shelf word.
Yeah, agony is like lots of pain. Okay. The next word is sovereign.
Sovereign.
Yeah, one more time. Sovereign.
Sovereign.
I think you're very close. Like, I guess I'll say it all slowly. So I'm saying sovereign. So it sounds like you're saying sovereign. So the last part sounds like N. So sovereign.
Sovereign.
Yeah, okay, that was closer. A sovereign is like a ruler.
Ruler. Okay. And I wrote the word in Urdu script as well, Umar. So sovereign.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
So then there's planets.
Planets.
Yeah.
Not planets. Planets.
Yes, sir. Planets.
Yeah, that's good. So another word for planets is worlds. I believe in Arabic that's al-alamin, the worlds.
Yeah. Alam and Alameen. Alam is one world. Alameen is multiple worlds.
Yeah. Yeah. So then there's that word creature, and you did correct yourself the first time. But I think before people were saying it as creature, but you actually just don't say the A, you just say creature.
Yeah. So it was used above. He mispronounced, corrected it, but here he went back to the bad habits. So repeat after Jessica.
Creature.
Creature.
Yeah, that's better. Okay. And then the next word is escape.
Escape.
Yeah. So I think last time he said the A kind of short, but the A is long there. It's escape. Yeah.
Okay.
The next word is tyranny.
Tyranny.
Yeah, tyranny. So tyranny is like oppression.
Okay, when you have a bad ruler,
Yeah.
puts pressure on his people. The next one.
Right. The next word is forewarned.
Forewarned.
Yeah. So they were warned before. Yeah, they were warned previously. The next word is grievances.
Grievances.
Yeah, grievances.
Grievances.
So what's a good synonym for grievances? Complaints, I guess. When something bad happened to you and now you're gonna complain, you have a grievance.
Okay.
The next word is wrongdoer. So repeat after me, wrongdoer. Oh, are you there?
So wrongdoer. Next one.
All right. Well, we'll just keep going. So a wrongdoer is literally someone who does wrong. All right.
So it's a compound word. It's a wrongdoer. Somebody who does something wrong. Next one.
Okay, so the very last word is burnt. I'll say it again. Burnt. So that's how do I describe that? That's like someone was on fire. You were harmed by fire.
So the sound will come of noon huna and not noon. So N is almost silent. Burnt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next. Muzammal.
Okay, sir. Several events have been mentioned in the traditions.
Okay.
Several events have been mentioned in the traditions of the believers having been thrown into pits of blazing fire, which show that such terra, terra, such tyrannies have been in, inflicted many a time in history. One of the events has been reported by Suhaib Rumi from the Prophet, peace be upon him, saying that a king had a magician at, at his court who, on becoming old, requested the king to appoint a boy who should learn magic from him. Accordingly, the king appointed a boy, but the boy, while going to the magician's place and coming back home, also started visiting on the way a monk, who was probably a follower of the prophet Jesus, peace be upon him, and being influenced by his teaching turned to a believer, so much so that by his training he acquired miraculous powers. He would heal the blind and cure the lepers. When the king came to know that the boy had believed in the unity of God, he first put the monk to the sword, then wanted to kill the boy, but no instrument and no device had any effect on him. At last, the boy said to the king, "If you are bent upon killing me, shoot an arrow at me with the word Bismi Rabbi Ghulam, in the name of this boy's Lord." in front of the assembled people, and I shall die. Die. The king did as he was told, and the boy died. Thereupon the people cried out that they affirmed faith in the Lord of the boy. The, the courtiers told the king that the same precisely had happened which he wanted to avoid. The people had forsaken his religion and adopted the boy's religion. At this, the king was filled with rage. Consequently, he got pits dug out along the roads, got them filled with fire, and ordered all those who refused to renounce the new faith to be thrown into the fire. The
Great.
second, the second event has been reported from Ali. He says that a king of Iran drank wine and committed adultery with his sister, resulting in illicit relations between the two. When the secret became known, the king got the announcement made that God had permitted marriage with the sister. When the people refused to believe in it, he started coercing them into accepting by different kinds of punishment, so much so that he began to cast into the pits of fire every such person who refused to concede it. According to Ali, marriage with the prohibited relations among the fire worshippers has begun since then.
So a few words. All right.
Okay.
This word is causing a big problem.
Oh, yeah. So we went over this word before, and the single version of it is tyranny, but this one is tyrannies. So it's basically, when you're pronouncing it, it's the same thing as tyranny. You just added an S at the end. So repeat after me. Tyrannies.
Tyrannies.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. All right. So tyrannies is the plural of tyranny. The next word is inflicted.
Inflicted.
Yep, you got it. So a good synonym for inflicted is how would I describe this? Like imposed, maybe, or yeah, that's a good idea.
I was just gonna look it up.
Yeah, just look it up. It's the easiest way to go.
After all, we're trying to be teachers and not teachers. Oh,
yeah, imposed.
Okay. I looked it up, and you've read it somewhere, but I don't even know where. Oh.
Impose something unwelcome upon.
Okay. Impose something unwelcome. Okay.
Okay. The next word is acquired.
Acquired.
Yeah, that's good. So that another meaning of that is received. Yeah, received. And then this next word is a little bit of a long word, but it is miraculous.
Miraculous.
We'll try to say it one more time. Miraculous.
Miraculous.
Yeah, that's good. So miraculous is kind of like wondrous, maybe, like amazing.
So let me ask a different question. 1 second. I'm going to write another word here. Muzammal, can you say this word?
Miracle.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
would you say miracle or miracle?
Miracle.
Okay. So Jessica, would you say miracle or miracle?
I would say the second one, miracle, kind of like the word mirror.
Mm-hmm. So when you say miracle, you say but then you say miracle, miraculous. So anyways, so miracle means in something that is not expected to happen, something unexpected.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna in the word I think in Urdu is just something unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next one.
Okay, so the next word is lepers.
Lepers.
Yeah, you got it. And do you know what a leper is?
I don't know.
Okay, I know. A leper is a person who has leprosy, and leprosy is a disease where people's limbs start falling off and their skin starts changing and looking weird. Yeah, it's I guess like a slow growing. I didn't really know what caused it, but yeah, I guess it's a slow growing bacteria. Fortunately, we have medicine for leprosy these days, but back in the time, of the Bible and, people didn't have medicine. So there were a lot of stories of Jesus going around and curing the lepers of their leprosy. Yeah. Oh, somebody raised their hand.
Sonia.
Yes, sir. We call in Urdu कोढ़ की बीमारी.
Oh.
Okay.
That's the word for leprosy or leper. Okay, cool.
I was actually not familiar with that word in Urdu, so thank you, Sonia.
Thank you. Okay, the next word is consequently.
Consequently.
Yep. So it's like thus or therefore. So something happened, and then there's a word to say, okay, and then because something happened, something else is happening next, which is also like therefore.
Okay. So the base word here would be, let me write down, consequence.
Yeah, so a consequence is the result of a cause. It's an effect. So I got out of bed late. Consequently, I missed work. Something like that.
Very good.
Yeah. And there was another word.
Sorry.
The word below, consequently, is renounce.
Renounce.
Yeah, renounce. And then below that, sorry. To renounce is to, I guess if you're using it in the context of religion, it's to leave your religion, to renounce your faith, to leave, to give up.
Abandon.
Yeah, reject. Reject is a good. Abandon or reject is a good synonym. Okay. So.
Here.
All right. And then the next word is according. So repeat after me, according.
According.
Yeah. So another word for according is, I guess, like those are one of those words that's so specific to what it is, it's hard to think of like a synonym. But I guess it's like according to Ali is like, so this is something Ali said, this is
Ali. Something from Ali.
Yeah, so something from Ali.
Okay.
And then begun.
Begun.
Yeah, begun also means started. Started. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I unfortunately have to leave you guys now. But thank you. It was nice talking to you guys again, and I'm glad you all had a good Eid. And I guess I'll see you all next week.
Thank you, Jessica.
You're welcome. All right, have a good one.
Thank you very much.
All right. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, ma'am. Allah Hafiz. Walaikum salam.
Tanya, go ahead. Start reading the next.
Yes, sir. The third event has been related by Ibn Abbas, probably on the basis of the Israelite traditions, saying that the people of Babylon and compelled the children of Israel to give up the religion of the prophet Moses, peace be upon him, so that they cast into pits of fire all those who refused to obey. The best known event
Thanks, Tanya.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sir. The best known event, however, relates to Najran, which has been related by Ibn Hisham. Tabri Ibn Khaldun, the author of Mujam al-Buldan, and other Islamic historians. Its resume is as follows. Tuban Asad Abu Kharib, king of Himayr, Yemen, went to Yathrib once, where he embraced Judaism under the influence of the Jews, and brought two of the Jewish scholars of Bani Qurayza with him to Yemen. There he propagated Judaism widely. His son Dhunwas succeeded him, and he attacked Najran, which was a stronghold of the Christians in southern Arabia, so as to eliminate Christianity and make the people accept Judaism. Ibn Hisham says that these people were true followers of the gospel of the Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him. In Najran, he invited the people to accept Judaism, but they refused to obey. Thereupon, he caused a large number of people to be burned in the ditches of the fire, and slew many others with the sword until he had killed nearly 20,000 of them. Thus, Dhu Khalaban, an inhabitant of Najran, escaped and went, according to one tradition, to the Byzantine Emperor, and according to another to the Negus, king of Abyssinia, and told him what had happened. According to the first tradition, the emperor wrote the king of
Try this word again. You said it correctly.
Empire?
Mm-mm.
Empire?
Mm-mm. It's okay. Let's continue.
Okay. Wrote the king of Abyssinia, and according to the second, The Negus requested the emperor to provide him with a naval force. In any case, an Abyssinian army consisting of 70,000 soldiers under a general called Ariyat attacked Yemen. Though Nawaz was killed, the Jewish rule came to an end and Yemen became a part of the Christian kingdom of Abyssinia.
Okay, so let's stop here. So the first word, repeat after me. Israelite.
Israelite.
Okay, so in Quran we have the word Bani Israel. Okay, Israelite. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The next word is I'm going to ask you to try saying the same word without Y. Say it now.
Okay, sir. Babylon.
B-A. Just say, what's the first word? B-A-B.
Bab
Okay.
or Babe.
Okay. Bab. The first one. Bab.
Babylon
Okay, so say that.
or Babylon.
Perfect. Babylon.
Babylon.
Okay. Babylon. It's an ancient civilization. So a lot of times you will hear people from that civilization are called
Babylonian.
perfect. Babylonians. Okay, so Y is silent. I used to call it Babylon until somebody corrected me. So Y is silent. Babylon. Okay, this is lawn ke kapde nahi hote. So Babylon and Babylonians. Okay, next.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here there's a reference to Gospel of Prophet Jesus. Okay, the word I think is Anjil. So what's the word here? Gospel. Repeat after me. Sunny, repeat after me. Gospel.
It's a gospel.
Gospel. Okay. For example, we say ghas or grass. Similar sound. Gospel. Okay. Next word here. Which you corrected is emperor. Okay. I think you struggled afterwards. So I'm going to write a word here. Say this word.
Okay, sir.
It's wrote.
Emperor.
Okay. So what's the word in circle?
Per.
Okay. Perfect. So emperor. Okay. Next, I put a question mark on the word. I don't know how to say this word in English. Negus. So this word, like in at least when I was growing up, I heard the word Najashi. Have you guys heard that word? Najashi.
Oh, okay, sir.
So
Yes, sir. I heard that.
So I'll ask Jessica next time how was the English pronunciation. So I don't know. Okay, so now we have the same word again a few times. So what's this word? Sania?
Yes, sir. Emperor.
Emperor. Okay. Next, Sumer.
The statements of the Islamic historians are not only confirmed by other historical means, but they also give many more details. Yemen first came under the Christian Abyssinian domination in 340 AD. and his domination continued till 378 AD. The Christian missionaries started entering Yemen in that period. About the same time, a man named Simeon, who was a righteous, earnest, ascetic man and possessed miraculous power, arrived in Yemen, and by his preaching against idol worship converted the people of Najran to Christianity. These people were ruled by three chiefs: Sayyid, who was the principal chief, like the tribal elders and responsible for external affairs, political agreements, and commands of the forces; Hakim, who looked after the internal affairs; and Yusuf, bishop, the religious guide. In southern Arabia, Najran commanded great importance, being a major trade and industrial center with tussar, leather and armaments industries. Should we read ahead?
Okay, so let's stop here. So just one word. Powers. You missed the S.
Powers.
Okay. Powers. And then I put semicolons here because these are long statements. It's easier to have powers. Okay. Next, Shazib.
So can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sir. The well-known Yemeni rapper and clerk Yemeni was also manufactured here. On this very basis, Du Nawaz attacked the important place not only for religious but also for political and economic reasons. Du Nawaz put to death
Sorry.
Haritha, called Aristus by the Syrian historians, called Sayyid of Najran, and also killed his two daughters in front of their mother, Ruma, and compelled her to drink their blood and then put even her to death. He took out the bones of Bishop Paul from the grave and burned them, and ordered women, men, children, aged people, priests, and monks, all to be thrown into the pits of fire. The total number of the people thus killed has been estimated between 20 and 40,000. This happened in October 523 AD. At last, in 525 AD, the Abyssinians attacked Yemen and put an end to Du Nawaz and his Imarate kingdom. This is confirmed by the his Ghurab inscription, which the modern archaeologists have unearthed in Yemen. Archaeologists.
Okay. So a couple words. The first word is the word with A is cloak. C-L-O-A-K, cloak. Choker. Okay, and when you have that device for time on the wall, that's called clock. Okay, so cloak versus clock. Repeat after me. Cloak.
Clock.
Cloak.
Cloak.
Okay. Versus clock.
Versus clock.
Okay, very good. The next word, you missed the S. So this is reasons.
Reasons.
Okay, next word, same problem. You missed the S. Priests.
Priests.
No, there's S at the end. Priests.
Priests.
आखिर में वाला S है, उसकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. And you have to enunciate. Priests.
Priests.
Okay, better. Okay, then there's the word okay, CH. Sometimes it sounds like a cough. Sometimes it sounds like a che. So here the sound is like a cough. Try again.
Okay, sir. Archaeologists.
Perfect. Okay, say it again.
Archaeologists.
Perfect. Okay, the next word, it's a compound word. Say, try again.
Unearthed.
Yep, unearthed. Okay, unearthed. Okay.
Unearthed.
So I'm going to skip the next paragraph and let's see, given the time. So let's go here. Okay, Shazia, can you hear us?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, so start reading.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وَمَا نَقَمُوا مِنْهُمْ إِلَّا أَنْ يُؤْمِنُوا بِاللَّهِ الْعَزِيزِ الْحَمِيدِ. Against these they had no grudge except that they believed in Allah, the most mighty, the most praiseworthy. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
الذي له ملك السماوات والأرض والله على كل شيء شهيد. To whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth. Allah witnesses everything. In these verses, those of Allah Almighty's attributes have been mentioned, on account of which He alone deserves that one should believe in Him, and the people who feels displeased at one's believing in Him are wicked and unjust. إن الذين فتنوا المؤمنين والمؤمنات ثم لم يتوبوا فلهم عذاب جهنم ولهم عذاب الحريق. Surely those who tormented the believing man and the believing woman and then did not repent, theirs shall be the chastisement of hell, and theirs shall be the chastisement of burning. Punishment of burning has been mentioned separately from the torment of hell because they had burned the oppressed people to death by casting them into the pits of fire. Probably this will be a different and several kind of fire from the fire of hell in which those people will be burned. إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لهم جنة تجري من تحتها الأنهار Zalikal fawzul kabir. As for those who believed and acted righteously, theirs shall be gardens beneath which rivers flow. This is a great triumph. Inna batsha rabbika la shadid. Stern indeed is your Lord's punishment. Innahu huwa yubdi'u wa yu'id. He it is who creates for the first time, and he it is who will create again. Wahuwal ghafurul wadud. And he is the ever glorious throne. Fa'alul lima yurid. The executor of what he wills. He is the all forgiving. If a person repents and reforms himself, uh, he can hope to be received by Allah in His mercy. All loving, He has no enmity with His creatures that He would subject them to torment without any reason, but He loves the creatures He has created and punishes them only when they do not give up the attitude of rebellion against Him.
Words. Read this word again. Shazia, can you hear me? Read this word again.
Okay, sir. Chastisement. Chastisement.
Yeah. Chastisement. Okay. You missed the S last time. So chastisement.
Yes.
Okay. Now the next word. Read this one again.
Yes, sir. Triumph.
Try. Try again. Say it again. Triumph. Say it again. Repeat. Sumer. Can you say this word?
Yes, sir, I can say. Triumph.
Okay. Okay. Sumer. I'm going to ask you to say the next word because Shazia has a lag.
Excuse me, sir?
Or say the next word. Rebellion.
Sir, rebellion.
Sir, can you hear me?
You have a lot of lag. Like your voice is coming like 30, 45 seconds late. Okay. Sumer, why don't you finish this? We're at the end of time.
Sure, sir. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hal ataka hadithul junud. Has the story of armies reached you? Fir'auna wa Samud, the armies of Pharaoh, and Thamud. The address is directed to the people who is in their false pride of having powerful hosts. They are being warned as if to say, do you know what evil fate was met before by those who broke the bonds set by Allah on the strength of the power of their hosts. وَلِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا فِي تَكْذِيبٍ. The unbelievers are indeed engaged in denying it, calling it a lie. وَاللَّهُ مِنْ وَرَائِهِمْ مُحِيطٌ. Although Allah surrounds them. بَلْ هُوَ قُرْآنٌ مَجِيدٌ. Nay, but this is a glorious Quran. فِي لَوْحٍ مَحْفُوظٍ. Inscribed on a well-guarded tablet. That is, the writ of the Quran is unchangeable and imperishable. It is inscribed in the guarded tablet of God, which cannot be corrupted in any way. Whatever is written in it has to be fulfilled. Even the whole world together cannot avert this fulfillment.
Okay. Very good. So a few words. You put an is here. There is no is here. Okay, and then tablet.
Tablet.
Okay, not tablet. Tablet. Okay, so tablet.
Yes.
You know, I
apostrophe क्यों है वे?
Excuse me?
Sir, name, but this is a glorious Quran.
Oh. So that's sometimes when people are trying to, it's not an apostrophe. I forgot the term. जैसे उर्दू में हम जबर जेर इस्तेमाल करते हैं. So इसी तरह जब आप English लिखते हैं तो sometimes you put certain indications for enunciation. So you know, we say Quran or we can say Quran. Okay, so it's how you enunciate the word. So sometimes the same sign is used. इसके लिए एक लफ्ज़ होता है, वो लफ्ज़ मुझे भूल गया. So anyways, and then the last thing is you did a good job. यहाँ पे गलती थी, उन्होंने ही लिखा है लेकिन ये B था. So when you are reading it, you corrected it without even realizing it. So good job here. Okay. Okay. So that's the end of Surah. Sorry we went over time. So we'll stop here, the recording here. Thank you.